So what I have for sale here is an underwater video system. Everything's complete. We'll start with the case. It's a light and motion. This is the model for the G10. It's a OLED display. This unit's probably about 5 years old. I don't have very many dives on it. It's never been flooded. It's extremely clean inside. It's always been rinsed off. None of the buttons are corroded. Everything's very smooth. And the camera is a XA10 Cannon. And this camera's been really working good for me. I do have some spare batteries. I've got two of these, the largest battery, and one of them's over here on the charger, along with the batteries for the unit itself. And the additional parts, this is actually the, it comes with the Sola 2000s instead of the 1200s, so this is the upgraded kit. This thing is like ridiculously bright. You actually get to the point where you've got to turn it down when it's shining underwater. And this one, these pop on over here. You push that on, it comes apart to go in the kit. It's just a snap-on fit. And then these are the quick tune units. These just go on top of here. And it's got dual lights, one for each side. On this Canon for land use, I actually got a $600 upgrade. This is a wide-angle lens for just the land. It has nothing to do with scuba diving, but it actually just threads onto the front of this. There's no additional adapters or anything needed. This thing's quite heavy. This probably weighs a pound in itself, and it turns this, you know, whatever it was, like a 40mm lens into like 28, so it gets quite a bit wider view with this for the land. For in the water, what I did is I upgraded and got this, I believe it's like a 6 or a 4.5, whatever this dome is. I can't even remember. It's been a couple years since I used it, but this thing's fantastic. It really takes out all the fisheye and everything, and it's quite wide. This one, again, you don't use the wide angle. That's just for land, but with this fisheye, I mean, obviously if you're buying this unit, you know what the capabilities are with a 4-inch dome port and the Sola 2000s. I also have this older, this one is a Sola 500. Yeah, the 500. This actually does not work. I've had this with my old photo camera. I'm gonna throw this in there, just, you know, maybe you can send it back to Light in Motion and have it repaired. Yeah, this thing doesn't work. This, I've got an adapter where this guy sits on here, and this one goes on top, and that would be your focusing light. But I'm really just including that because it's a bracket. And then we've got a toolkit for the land use. We've got the shade, got the stock battery charger, and then I've got the alternate battery charger, you know, for the wall plug. It does have a little remote control. There's a couple extra O-rings. Moisture munchers are probably dead. They're a couple years old. Comes with the 2 chargers for the Sola 2000s. This is also the charger for the dead Sola 500 if you want to try and fix it. This is an original Pelican case. It came with this setup. I paid about $6,600 for the unit with this, and then having the 2000s. The camera itself, I bought it when it was new, which was quite a few years ago, and it was probably $2,000. I think they're probably $1,200 or so now. I'll probably sell this whole rig for about $4,000, maybe $3,500 for everything, including all the upgraded stuff. And I'm gonna have it on eBay, and also if you're interested, you know, let me know. Most of this stuff I'm probably gonna put local pickup only on there, because this is quite a unit. There's a lot to it, and you're going to want to see inside. I mean, this thing is just pristine inside. It's never been wet, but I don't want someone to buy it and then say, oh, it looks like something that I misrepresented, because I'm very picky with my gear, especially my scuba gear, and this stuff is all spotless. I mean, like I said, all the buttons are very well rinsed out, lubricated. Yeah, this unit's just ready to go into the water.